Hey guys, welcome back to Lap 1 News, and today we are going to be talking through McLaren's 2019 season. So it started off a tiny bit slowly, only a little bit, but they have been very impressive, very impressive. I mean, Carlos Sainz is finished sixth in the World Drivers' Championship, ahead of Gasly and Albon, who both drove in the Red Bull this year. And personally, I think that is incredibly impressive. Incredibly impressive that he was consistent enough to get P6 in the championship. So, Sainz's season, we didn't see it. Everybody says it, but we just didn't see Sainz's season. And that is because he was just so good that half the time he was just sitting there, driving around ahead of everybody else in the midfield, quicker than everybody else in the midfield, but due to the limitations of the McLaren, not able to fight with the top 6 drivers. And Norris as well had a very impressive season. Considering it's his rookie season, and he's going up against his more experienced teammate in Carlos Sainz, he was able to... he beat Carlos Sainz in qualifying 11-10. That was a very close battle throughout the whole season. It was thoroughly enjoyable to watch. And it's that, obviously, points aren't won on Saturday. They were in F2 when Norris was driving in F2, because you get it for pole position. But in Formula 1, you don't get points on a Saturday. They're on a Sunday. And Norris just didn't have the same luck. He just didn't have the same consistency as Sainz had. But as I say, it is only his rookie season. You need to give him a bit of slack. He had overall a very impressive season. An example of his bad luck is Belgium, when he was running in 5th. And then on the last lap, second to last lap, his engine just cut. And he finished the race, he classified, but he didn't get the points. He fell out of the points. So that kind of really sums up Norris's season. He's been very quick. He's been up there. He's just had a little bit of bad luck, a little bit of inconsistency. But overall, it's been a very good rookie season for Norris, and I'm really excited to see where that goes next year. And his battle with Sainz, they were confirmed pretty early on. And why wouldn't you? Because they did so well this year. McLaren, nobody expected McLaren to get 4th in the championship this season. Not after the last few seasons, which have been less than great. I'm not going to say it was a certain Spaniard's fault that they weren't very good, but when you're giving a driver as much favouritism as McLaren and Zach Brown were giving Fernando Alonso, there's gonna be a little bit there that impacts the performance. But this season it was equal, and Andreas Seidel did very well. It was just really impressive for me, the McLaren season. Not only were they consistently up there, qualifying in Q3 a lot of the time, and racing and finishing in the top 10 a lot of the time to comfortably, I would say very comfortably, finish in the top 10. Sainz got his podium in Brazil. That was a very impressive drive. He went from the pit lane, or the back of the grid, to P3. To P3. I don't care. Okay, he had a little bit of luck, but he still started behind every other midfield driver and still only finished behind Pierre Gasly. So that was a very, very impressive drive, because, okay, he looked into a little bit and the strategy was on point, but you have to be quick enough and you have to be in that position in the first place to be able to take advantage of it. So that was very impressive. But not only did they manage all of that, but they still managed to be one of the funniest pairings on the grid. The chemistry between Lando and Carlos is next level. They are really... This is what we want to see, isn't it? Because you don't want to see the boring, drilled media. Like, it's just boring. It's boring, and it sucks the personality out of the drivers, and we don't want that. We want to see the drivers having fun, playing around, messing around, just genuinely looking like they're enjoying driving in F1, because they're living the dream we can't. And sometimes if it's just you drill media, politically correctness, like, this is what you must say, you lose the sense that they are genuinely happy and grateful to be driving an F1 car, because, I mean, that can get a bit annoying if they don't look like they're grateful to be driving an F1 car, when we can dream, but it's never going to happen. So I've really enjoyed how they've gone about this season, how they did, as I keep saying it, I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry, they were very, very impressive, massively exceeded my expectations of them this season, and I'm really looking forward to seeing if they can take the fight to the top 3 next season. I'm not sure how possible that's going to be, but if they can do it, I'm going to be really happy, because everybody wants to see more cars fighting for wins, fighting for podiums. And then in 2021, it's going to be even more exciting when they get the Mercedes engine. That's going to bring us back to the glory days of when I first started watching F1 in 2008. So that's going to be very exciting to see. I'm very much looking forward to the future and what the next season has got to hold for Lando Norris and Carlos Sainz. Hopefully it can be more of the same of this year. But thanks for watching the video, guys. If you liked it, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you want to catch the next one, which will be on Renault in a few days' time. And if you didn't like the video, make sure to tell me why in the comments so I can keep on improving. Thanks for watching, guys. This has been John Whittaker from Lap 1 News. I'm out. Goodbye.